On to reports, they're saying that PSG are in to sign this guy, and I think this would be a fantastic signing for him. PSG are coming in to rescue Jadon Sancho from the prison that is Manchester United. And if I was him, I don't give a damn that Ten Hag has forgiven him. I'd still be looking to leave because I don't think Ten Hag has really forgiven him. I don't think that Ten Hag likes the guy. I think what happened is Ineos, right, the new sporting owners from Manchester United, they came in and they said, yo, look, Sancho's a valuable player. You're the manager. Make it work. And I think that's how they were able to, come to a conclusion to now where we possibly see Sancho staying at Manchester United. Because last season, when he got banished from the squad, this guy couldn't use the bathroom. He couldn't go to the lunchroom. He had to get changed in his car. They had my man training with the under 5 setup, okay? You can't tell me that all of a sudden, after he still didn't apologize because that's what Ten Hag wanted, it's all good now. Nah, I don't believe that. Like, I was born that night, but not last night. I don't think that Sancho likes Ten Hag. I don't think that Ten Hag likes Sancho. But I think Ineos are making these guys work together because let's be honest, if they don't get a good deal or something that they think is fair for Sancho to leave, they probably want to keep him versus losing out on an investment that could maybe net them a lot more money if it ends up working out. So, look, PSG at the moment, their attack is looking kind of weak. And Mbappe has left. He's at Real Madrid. Who are their wingers? Marco Asensio? Ousmane Dembele? I think they also got an Asian guy there as well. I don't even want to try to say his name. I'm not trying to get canceled. But I mean, their attack isn't that good. Like, PSG's attack looks like a Wolverhampton side. It's kind of mid. And I think if you go in there and get a player like Jadon Sancho, this would be a big boost to your attack because I think he would cook with PSG, especially in that French league. I mean, shit, PSG in the Champions League got a first-hand taste of how good Sancho is when he was looking like the best player on the pitch, when he was cooking them in that Champions League matchup. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that they're looking at him. I think that they do have to go in and reinforce that attacking area in their side. And I think if they're able to go sign a Victor Osimhen to be their striker, and you put a winger like Sancho up front with him, who's going to be able to provide and create a lot of chances, oh, that would cook. They would cook. I'm telling you, bro. And I get it. Sancho, he hasn't really succeeded at Manchester United. And technically, he is a flop, if that's what you want to call him. But I don't think he's a flop because of his abilities. I think he's a flop because the systems that Manchester United have put him in have been shit, right? Like when you saw Jadon Sancho at Dortmund and he was cooking, he was like looking like one of the best players in the world, right? I think everybody thought that at this point in his career, Sancho would be a world-class player from what we saw at Dortmund. On the ball was magnificent, 1v1, linking play, slowing down the game, creating chances, scoring goals. He was cooking. And then Manchester United brought him in, and then they had him playing counter-attacking football. Like, the systems just never really fit his strengths. And this is why I say if you're a technical player, you shouldn't go to Manchester United because technical players go to Manchester and die, okay? If it's the red side of it, then you don't want to be there. That's all that I'm saying. But, yeah, I like Sancho a lot. And I think, his value has dropped. But I see this as great value in the market. It's kind of like stocks, right? You know how there might be a stock that's super hot, right? Let's say if Tesla, right? You buy Tesla, right? Right now, the stock is like $500. But let's say if it drops after a few years down to like 50, you should buy it when it's dropped because you should back it to go back up, seeing what it can produce. That's kind of how I view Sancho. The stocks on him are low. And I say buy in right now. And I think it's going to be a mistake them selling him. Because aside from Amad Diallo, I think Sancho is the best winger that they have. He's more talented than Megan Rapinoe. He's better than Marcus Rashford. He's better than Antony. Make a way for it to work. That's would be my advice. But look, the French league, we need to start bringing in some big name players, right? And I think if Sancho can go there and hit the levels that we know he's capable of, then that's going to help them because they're going to struggle, right? Like they're not going to get many viewers outside of the people in France. Like let's just be real here, right? You lose your biggest attraction, which is Mbappe, and there's kind of nobody else in that league to pick up that mantle. So, they're going to be bringing in some big name players. I think PSG are going to have a big summer. And yeah, this Sancho link is kind of coming out of nowhere because I remember it seemed like they wanted Rashford. Everybody was bringing up Marcus Rashford. This is who PSG are looking at. And then those reports kind of died down. And now we're seeing it be more so Sancho is the United player that they're looking to get. And I think Sancho would be a good deal. As I said, I don't think he wants to stay at Manchester United. On top of that, PSG are going to be able to afford the wages that he's currently on. I think he will have to kind of take some sort of pay cut. But, I mean, aside from that, look, he could go there and be one of the faces of PSG, right? They are a big club, technically, right? They play in a huge market in Paris, right? Fashion capital of the world, some people might say. We all know that Sancho's a guy that likes to get dressed up and whatnot. But aside from that, it's on the footballing thing. Yeah, he can go there and be one of the faces of the club, be one of the faces of a new era that they're going to be trying to go in, a new direction after losing Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, and all these big name players. So, yeah, if I was them, I would go to Manchester United, a 30 to maybe 40 million bid. And I think that should be enough to get the deal done. I don't really think that's United could be looking to get that much from Sancho. I mean, they kind of killed this guy's market value by how they treated him. And then he kind of regained a lot of his value the second half of last season on his loan at Dortmund, where he helped them reach the Champions League final. And even though I thought he looked a lot better at Dortmund, he still put in some really good performances. And I think the next move that he makes, it has to be the right one. Because if he goes anywhere else and ruins this, and does not succeed, I can't tell you if Sancho gets another move to a big club where he is going to be considered a starter or something like that. So, yeah, look, let's see. Jadon Sancho is being linked to PSG. I think it'd be a good move. I think United would kind of miss out by selling him, but who wants to play in that Ten Hag system if you're a player that needs the ball, right? You're going to be chasing the ball for a lot of the game. But get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about Jadon Sancho possibly going to PSG. Do you like the move or nah? You think it doesn't really matter?